What up, TMS family? And today is Sunday, May 30th, 2021. First of all, happy Memorial Day weekend to all the people out there. I hope you all use this opportunity to get with family, go on a trip, whatever it is that you want to do. I hope that you enjoying it. But with that being said, here on the Too Much Show, it's always real talk by real people. I'm your host, MT, and with me is my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, the Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. Drink water, live longer.
That's right. Hey, so the title of today's show is Not What It Seems. Again, not what it seems. This is inspired by, first off, the NBA playoffs and some of the matchups and the results that we're getting right now. One team is out of the playoffs, the Miami Heat. Like the Miami Heat are gone. They are no longer in the playoff. They got swept by the Milwaukee Bucks. And Mr. Jones rubbing on the shirt right there for the Vegas Knights.
We
And
got out that first round. I ain't gonna lie,
sure
I've been
did.
watching a lot of NHL playoffs.
That's good.
It's
That's
definitely
really
more
good.
competitive. It's definitely more
Mhm.
competitive. You got like a few favorites get put out first round. I know Pittsburgh got put out first round. Like wow, and City
Mm.
Crosby's still there. The Caps got put out first round. That upset me personally. I wanted them back in the Stanley.
Well,
Um,
it's a Washington team, sir. What do you expect?
And then, I mean, Golden Knights actually went seven. It was up 3-1. Let them come back.
Mm.
And good game seven. It was 6-2. It was a good game seven, but yeah, they almost gave that shit up.
Mm. That's not good. That's not
Well,
good at all.
hockey, man, in hockey, a good goalie take you a long way. And they had a high goalie. It was crazy. Like I think it was like game one or two. He had like 47 shots, no
Damn,
goals. I'm like, what the
damn.
hell? Yeah. So I
Mhm.
mean, great
Hey, man,
shit, but
defense wins championships.
still in hockey, it's crazy.
Exactly. All right, man. Let's get to it. So last night, the Zone put on a card. Didn't really care much about the card. Let's just go right to the main event.
Yeah, let's talk about that for a moment. Why does Zoe continue to put out these shitty undercuts? I just don't get it.
I have no
And
idea.
and there always got to be a controversial finish to each one.
Hmm. Always.
I think the Canelo card wasn't the worst.
No, the Canelo card was actually pretty decent, but that's
Yeah,
because you had some championship fights on there. That's why.
yeah,
That's exactly why. But Canelo was, I mean, come on now. Canelo was Canelo. So it is what it is with that.
yeah.
But no, man, let's get to the main event. Devin Haney versus Jorge Linares for the either WBC or WBO. Which one was it? Let me see.
WBC is BC.
WBC. Thank you,
Mm-hmm.
sir. I appreciate you for that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so for the WBC title in that weight class,
The 140, right?
is it 140? Let me just make sure. WBC, yeah, lightweight title. So yep, 140.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, what were your overall thoughts, Mr. Jones, about Haney's performance that night? You know, obviously he's somebody who's been asking for bigger plates. He wants bigger competition, things of that nature.
I mean, he believes he in that caliber, but how can I describe this best? Let's say ugly win. The reason why I say ugly win is he looked good. He ain't really
Mhm.
get hurt. I just thought at the end of the day he tried to put on a show so he can get these bigger plates, and he failed at doing so.
Mm.
Because the first few rounds, I mean, game plan great. You could tell
Mhm.
good defensive fighter. He punch, anticipate the counter every time.
Mhm.
Because the thing with Linares is he didn't box bad. He actually boxed with a good high IQ. He just didn't have the
Mhm.
physical tools to land because he was throwing the
Mhm.
right punches. Like all through the fight, he was throwing the right punches. He just couldn't land
Mhm.
them motherfuckers. Haney was the faster fighter. But one thing I noticed about Haney is he doesn't have power. I mean, Linares is one of those that bleeds every fight, that has
Mhm.
that fucked up scar tissue. And the fact that he couldn't cut him, that shows a lot to me.
Oh yeah, and here's the thing. I mean, obviously Haney he won unanimous decision 116, 112, 116, 112,
I
and then
mean, that
another
was
judge.
expected,
Yeah,
but
and
you
then
want him
another
to
judge
stop
was
it.
yeah, then another judge was 115 to 113.
Good old Dave Moretti, baby. That motherfucker. He always be trying to get controversy. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's like, all right, this might be a split. I might be the last one. Let me do this 115, 113.
Yeah, but I'm going to be honest with you. I wasn't that impressed with Haney. I
Nah,
felt like
he
those
fifth best.
first few.
He
Go
fifth
ahead.
best. He fifth best in that weight class currently.
Yeah,
Might be six.
yeah, because you got what? You got Shakur Stevenson that's there. You have still have Mikey
That
Garcia.
gotta that might have to happen next as an eliminator.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get to
Uh,
what's next. Go ahead.
oh, absolutely. But just to talk about the fight. So early on, like you said, just to piggyback off of you, he was given a boxing lesson. One thing though that I did see is that he doesn't have a chin like people think he does, because
No.
Linares, when and I noticed what you said, Linares was throwing the right punches all night and wasn't landing. But towards
Mhm,
the end of the fight, I think it was like that ninth or tenth round when Haney got
mhm.
sloppy and he got caught with that short right.
Yeah.
He rocked Haney. He had
Yes, he
the
did.
spaghetti legs.
Yes,
You
he
know what I'm
did.
saying? Haney had the spaghetti legs going into the what's the name? He had the spaghetti legs going into his corner. So that one was
Because he landed his first one like around the seventh round because he was throwing check hooks all in the beginning and he couldn't really land on. He
mhm.
finally caught him with a check hook, and I was like, "Eee." I was like, he might have stole this round, but
Yeah.
he damn near stole this fight. Like for you, supposedly you picked him so you could dominate and get bigger plates,
Hmm.
and for you to have to hold and win, that's not a good look at all. Because
And that
let's
was
be honest. Let me ask
go
you these
ahead.
fighters: would he beat a Tank Davis?
No.
Would he beat a Mikey Garcia?
Oh no, no, no. Mikey would be all over. Mikey would, yeah. Mikey would pounce on him. He's not ready for him.
I didn't
Who
even say
else?
Ryan. I said Mikey. I didn't say
Yeah.
Ryan Garcia. So I think
Mm-mm.
Ryan Garcia might put him on his ass early because
Yeah.
he gonna go in the pocket. He gonna take the risk.
I think
Ryan
Mikey
gonna take the
Garcia,
risk.
he is, but I think I like Mikey over Ryan. I'm gonna be honest with you.
That's tough for me.
Mm.
That young boy Ryan, a bull. I like Ryan. I like his style. Uh,
Mhm.
Stevenson has to be the next fight because I don't think he beating Tiafoma either.
No, not at all. No, he wouldn't be Tiafomo. Now Tiafomo hit too hard, and if Tiafomo take that risk and catch him, his best bet against Tiafomo would literally be how he did the first four rounds versus Linares. Jab, jab,
Honestly,
jab. Be
if
very technical, and then get out of there.
if Loma try to get one more run at it, that's your opponent right there. I think Loma could beat
Yeah,
Haney right now.
I don't know. That's
Right
a tough
now.
one.
Right now.
That's a tough one. I don't know if I can go with that one.
It'd be Olympic style amateur.
Hmm.
It will be because Haney got a good jab. I ain't gonna lie. He showed his jab off early. I'm like, all right.
Hmm.
It's just like he'll
No, I mean
follow with a
he's
body
definitely a
shot or
good.
something. He needs some powder. He
Hmm.
needs some power though. He really needs some power.
He definitely do. You need to start drinking some protein shakes or something like that because he don't have the power. It was some shots that he was landing. I was like, yo, Lenar should be on his ass, but you're right. Haney don't have no power. And
When he sized up to him with the short left, I'm like,
mhm.
he's
Yeah,
supposed to be dead in the ninth round. I'm like, what is going on?
mhm. No, but that 11th round, and I sent you that last night. I said that the fix was in because Haney was hurt. Haney came out the corner hurt, and Lenar started landing a couple more shots, and then all of a sudden he started allowing Haney to hold him. And once that started happening, I was like, okay. I was like, the fix is in
So you talking
because
about as far as the ref?
no, I'm talking about as far as the fix being in, as in, hey, Linares, you the savvy veteran. We gave you this plate, but you're expected to lose. Make the fight interesting, but do not put him down
You
because this
think
is supposed to. Absolutely. Because here's the thing: who else does the zone have? They literally have Canelo, and then who else?
they
Who
got
else
the
do they have?
heavyweights? Anthony Joshua, Ruiz.
Okay, Anthony Joshua Ruiz. Who do they have for the little guys? It's Devin Haney, Ryan
Uh,
Garcia.
Shakur.
You know what I mean? So yes,
I think they got Shakur right.
yeah, I think they have Shakur Stevens. Well, no, Shakur is top ranked. He's not even his own. He's top ranked. Shakur be on
I
ESPN.
got I got a little list. So it's Canelo
Okay.
triple. So it's Canelo Triple G.
Hmm. Triple G's on his
Anthony,
last straw, but go ahead.
yeah, Anthony Joshua, Ryan Garcia,
Hmm.
Devin Haney. Sorry if I said his name wrong. Jamie Munguia. Daniel
Okay.
Jacobs, Virgil Ortiz Jr.
Danny Jacobs on his way out. So is Virgil Ortiz. That's what I'm saying. So think about it. If Haney went down, that's a huge blow. You don't get the mega fight at that point. At that point, you don't get a Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney that can be on a pay per view and sell out and things like that. You don't get a potential Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. You don't get any of that. So, and the way that he was out there holding, I was like, man, this is bullshit. I almost wanted to cut the fight off. Seriously.
Yeah, I agree.
Nah, it's just for real.
Well, the zone about to
I
link up
just
with Showtime for this Floyd fight.
yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. So it's gonna be epic.
So you telling me that the Paul brothers are the zone fighters? Because I know Floyd ain't the zone. Floyd is
No, no,
Showtime,
no, no,
right?
no, no. No. The Paul brothers just inked a new deal with Showtime. He has like a 3-fight deal with Showtime. Logan Paul. Yeah.
I mean, he don't look bad, but like you gotta see him against a real boxer. I mean, he be fucking him up in sparring, but you gotta see him like with a real boxer.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I do,
sparring is
but
one thing.
mm-hmm. But yeah, no. So the Paul brothers and everything, like that's what's going on with them.
Okay, they got Oscar, like they got Legends contracts. They got Oscar, Manny, Bernard, Shane.
Mhm.
I guess
Yeah.
you get to
So
show the
we'll see, man.
classics. Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
We'll, we'll see what
All
Eddie Hearn's wrinkled shirt do with it. And
right.
what the fuck Take was wearing yesterday?
I didn't even see him.
Oh my god! In the name of 2002. Oh, you got. I see your picture, but go ahead.
Okay. All right. So on through here. Let's talk about the NBA. All right. So NBA playoffs. We had a guest on the show last week. We will bring him back this week. So first off, BA, welcome to the live stream, sir.
How y'all doing on this lovely morning?
Oh
Chilling,
man, we're
man,
doing good.
chilling.
How are you, sir?
Thanks for asking.
I'm doing pretty swell, drinking my water, as you can see.
That's
There you
good.
go.
That's
Live
good.
longer.
Hey, exactly. So BA, what I want to ask you is this, sir. So obviously, uh, we talked about the NBA play last week. We had our predictions. Things are kind of, going a little topsy turvy for, a few teams and everything like that. But let me ask you this: what stood out the most to you so far in the NBA playoffs, and who's your biggest disappointment in the playoffs so far?
I'm gonna start with the biggest disappointment. For me, the biggest disappointment,
Okay.
honestly, has to be the Clippers. It has to be the Clippers. I don't know
Wow.
what's I. It's only because I don't know what's going on with that organization. You bring in Paul George. You gave away 4 picks. You can't even get a 20-year-old until 2025. I don't know
Mhm.
what that is. Then, if they lose this series, Kawhi's gonna, let's be real, opt out of that contract. So now they lose him. Paul George not leading no
Mhm.
team. That's just a big waste of time. If anything,
Hmm.
the Clippers without Kawhi, 7 seed, 8 seed, maybe. But yeah, Clippers really my big upset. And what was the other
Okay.
question again?
So I guess all right. So if that's your biggest disappointment, what's your biggest, I guess, surprise or your biggest, team that you're just like, hey, you know what? Wow, like they surprised me. This, I guess, your biggest positive since that was a negative. So biggest disappointment, I guess, your biggest team that you're excited about.
I'm not gonna lie. The
Mm.
Bucks. The
Okay.
Bucks. I
Yeah.
know I made a I know I made a strong claim. I believe I said last episode that they were going to sweep the Heat, but I didn't think they was actually going to sweep the Heat. That was just me talking out of okay. I think Giannis going to, but they did the Heat dirty.
Hmm.
That was pretty
With
bad. I
no
mean,
with no DiVincenzo either. DiVincenzo got hurt like what, game two?
Hmm.
it look yeah, that's looking bad. Then you see
Mhm.
Giannis has them throwing chairs like he just Oh man,
His old
but
ass. They
that's what I'm
decided back to
saying.
be. They decided to be a goon anyway at this point.
That's what I'm
Exactly.
saying, man. But yeah, Milwaukee was for sure the surprise.
Okay.
Definitely. Brooklyn might be in trouble next round.
Yeah, but I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait for that.
Nah, it'll be yeah. We'll talk about that in a second. Go ahead, Mr. Jones.
I mean, biggest disappointment so far. I ain't gonna lie. Home team, Washington Wizards. That's a hell of a disappointment. He gotta get one. He should be getting blown out every game.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
it's same old Westbrook though. It's like he gonna be hot one night, then he gonna be cold. It's like, can they both heat up one night together? That's all they need to get a win. But I ain't gonna lie, Ben Simmons been cooking though.
Man,
ben,
man, heavy.
ben, yeah, I know. And Embiid, I mean Embiid being Embiid, nobody in the league can stop the man. But yeah. And then I mean,
Yeah,
honestly, Tobias Harris had a good game too.
yeah. I think he had like 41 or something like that.
Yeah, I think he had 35 game one. Tobias Harris killing. Little J. Cole is killing.
Yeah, he
And then
is
on the
killing.
yeah, he killing. And then on the west side, man, even though they up 2-1, I'm kind of shaky about Utah being the number one seed winning this joint. Memphis been balling and like John Morant becoming a superstar. It kind of remind me of like Paul George in 2013.
Yeah, John
Mm-hmm.
Morant.
Yeah,
He's getting crazy.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that dude win the next game, they might fuck around and win the series.
Yeah, that's
Dylan
true.
Brooks. He hooping too. Dylan Brooks on the Grizzlies. He's also hooping.
Yeah,
That came out of nowhere. But
yeah.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Cause I'm like, what the fuck you doing, Donovan Mitchell? He ain't even the one killing like that.
I mean, what Donovan just came back. He just came back from injury.
Uh,
Get a man. Yeah, give. Come on now. We're not going to sit up there and do all that. The man just came back from
I,
injury. Give him a game. Give him a
I,
game.
man, tell
yeah,
Yeah.
Shaquille that shit. Tell Shaquille that shit.
No, I'm just saying. Give him a game. But here's what I will say:
Nigga
biggest
waiting for his
disappointment by far.
downfall. Go ahead.
Biggest disappointment by far, in the playoffs this year are the Miami Heat.
Damn, there
You
was a,
beat the
but
Bucks.
they got, there was an eighth seed last year. It wasn't like they
It
that
don't.
much better. It's just the truth
It
came out.
doesn't. It does not matter. You made it all the way to the NBA Finals. So that what that tells me
As
is,
an
was it a
eighth
fluke?
seed,
Was Vegas involved last season? Probably.
might be. I mean, that fucking
I,
bubble is
yeah,
controlled. You know what I mean? Might been a
exactly.
few
So with
phone
that being,
calls.
that's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you beat the Milwaukee Bucks in 6 last year. You didn't even make this a series. This was 4 games. You got swept. I think only one of those games was close. Only
I think it was
one.
this one.
I saw. Yeah, there was no adjustments, barely any defense from the Heat. Like that shit was terrible.
What's
It
is
was
crazy?
absolutely abysmal.
This is crazy.
Shit was
Yeah,
horrible.
yeah,
Abysmal.
they lost by an average of 20 points. They lost by
Hmm.
an average of 20
Mm.
points. Like
Exactly.
that
So
game one was
come on.
close because that went to OT. I remember that. Game one was
Oh
close, but other
Yeah,
than that,
yeah.
yeah. And then after that game, that was it. And then
98 to 132, 113 to
mhm,
84, 120 to
mhm,
103. Like
mhm.
dogging them. Giannis averaged 24, 15, and 8.
Yep. And here's what I'm going to do right now. And I guess my biggest surprise is, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to speak this right now because I know that this is going to happen. You all are probably going to think that I'm crazy. So my biggest surprise, excuse me, was the Clippers. And what I think that they're going to do is going to be a repeat for Kawhi of what happened a couple years ago in Milwaukee. You go down 0-2, drop your first 2 games in Toronto, and then you go on and win 4 straight. So they dropped their first 2 games at home in LA. That game 3 and what they were able to do right then and there. To me, that set the tone. And I got the Clippers in 6. I got them winning 3 straight now. They about to win the next 3 and go ahead and take this series.
So you think they broke the curse? They're gonna
I
be
don't
hot
know.
every
Absolutely.
game.
That's
Yep.
that's tough to me.
Nah, Luca too pissed off. I don't see it.
Yeah, I'm
And,
about to say
but here's the
Luca
thing. But
hooping.
hold on. But here's the thing. And sorry to cut you all off.
Go ahead.
Luca is nursing what? A shoulder injury. Even though it's a non-shooting shoulder injury, what you do is you either put Kawhi on him or you put the goon Pat Beverly on him to rough him up. Once that happens, we already know Luca's not
Pat
because here's the
Pat
thing.
Beverly gotta be in front of him though. Luca is
He will.
killing Pat Beverly.
That man be
He
getting
is.
cooked.
He
His
does.
ass
He does get
barbecued.
cooked.
What
But what I'm telling,
the?
but all he need is one hard foul. That's it. And I'm gonna tell you right now, Luca nursing that injury and everything like that. I'm telling you,
He's
it's
gonna
over for
Russell
the Mavericks.
Westbrook that nigga. I swear that changed Russell Westbrook's career. He
It
was
did.
never the same after that shit.
Nope. Where who was it? D Wade that took him out.
No, it was Patrick. It was Beverly.
Oh
It was
yeah.
that
It
man.
was Patrick Beverley. Put that man in an arm bar.
Yeah, I think.
This stuck his knee out.
Yeah, I think the Mavericks.
Yep.
The Mavericks. I believe they're going to win one more game before the Clippers win. I think if it's only thing is Kristaps Porzingis. I don't know if y'all going to agree. He sucks. He is
Yeah.
trash.
He
He
getting exposed.
finessed us.
He got
He
exposed.
get
He finessed us. He had us thinking in New York he was gonna be 7 foot. He on the perimeter stretching the floor. He
He was
well
gonna
fooled
be the
here.
next
us.
dirt.
That
He was
he
supposed
Yeah.
to be the next
fooled
dirt.
us.
Can I ask you
He is
something?
trash.
Can I ask you something, BA?
Yeah.
When Kristaps Porzingis was in New York, who else was on the Knicks? That's why he
Giants.
looks so good. Exactly. That's why he looks so good, sir. It's easy
That
when you're
is true.
surrounded. Here's the thing. Let me tell you something. When you are, how can I put this? When you're in a dumpster pile, right? And then the corner bakery in New York City decides that they are going to throw away the old muffins and cupcakes and everything from the previous day. We all know that there was nothing wrong with those cupcakes and muffins, but due to laws and everything like that, they have to be dumped on. They have to be dumped in there to the trash. Now everything else is in it. You got decompose this, decompose that, everything like that. But what looks good? What looks good? Those donuts, those cupcakes, those muffins, and that's the same thing with Kristaps Porzingis. He was somebody that he was on a trash team. He was the number one option. So that's why he looked good because they had to force feed him the ball. They
Yeah.
have Luka. They don't need Porzingis. Here's the thing: he would be great supporting, but to be honest, he doesn't know. He doesn't fit in, unfortunately. And let's be honest, he made that trade. His agent was able to make that trade for him because he had to get away from old girl that was accusing him of rape back then in New York. All I said was accused. I didn't say that he actually did it because I found it very weird as well. And again, I try to be sensitive to everybody, but found it very weird that the man just suffered an ACL injury and was able to, somehow overpower you. But it is what it is. You knew he had an
Yeah.
injury. You could have punched him. You could, if that so-called happened, you could have punched him in his knee, and it would have been curtains. That's it.
Yeah.
Am
It
I
is
right or am I
true.
wrong?
That
It's an
is
ACL
true.
injury. It's not a
Yeah.
bruised knee. It's an ACL. You tap that mother. You know what I'm saying? You do a quick bow. That's it. He's hurt. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say biggest surprise for real is Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose hooping.
Oh, he is hooping.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
he
He's
said
hooping for.
he's Porzingis right now. He's what Porzingis supposed to be. What the fuck?
Mhm.
He'll
Well, the
take
thing
that
is,
number 2 role.
the Knicks, the Knicks, they have their core base now. You got Randall, you got what's his name? Cam
Reddish.
wait a minute,
That's
no,
the
I'm sorry,
hard.
he's an Atlantic Hawk. He's an Atlanta Hawk.
Yeah.
What's the other guy? From Duke. The other guy from Duke that got
Oh, RJ
drafted. He's
Barrett.
Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah.
RJ Barrett, yeah. You got
Yeah.
RJ Barrett there, and then you got Derrick Rose who's balling. And then let's not forget Tom Thibodeau, he's not a bad coach. He's a decent guy. He can't get you to the
No.
championship, but he's a pretty good coach.
He almost did with
I
Rose.
agree.
Yeah,
Obi Toppin
yeah.
is trash, but
Mm-hmm.
that's neither here or
Yeah,
there. That's a waste
yeah. I
of
mean,
it.
and
I
salute to the
mean, but
Grizzlies as
do you
well.
think they're gonna win the series though, man? Trey Young on that other side.
Oh, I still think
No, I don't think they are. It's in New York. I mean, it's the Knicks at the end of the day.
yeah, I think Julius Randle and I think they're gonna pull it off. I don't think Trey
Okay.
Young and John Collins and Clint Capella is about to beat them. That's just me though.
Okay.
So,
I'm just
do
gonna
you
go
think
ahead
the
and.
Wizards? Is it over for the Wizards? You think
Of
they can get
course it
swept?
is. You said they was gonna
Unfortunately,
get swept. Come on, man. Don't ask no silly ass questions like that.
You think? You think Westbrook and Bill will be like, fuck this? We gotta at least get one. Go for broke.
No. They
no.
will. Let me tell you something. Russell Westbrook is going to be 4 for 23 tomorrow because that's
I
tomorrow's game. He's going to be.
mean, Bill was the one off the last game though.
It don't matter. Russ going to be 4 for 23 with 30 points because he is going to make it to the line, and then Bill is probably going to be 7 for 27. Okay. The
Damn.
Wizards, man, they just cursed. They just are. They are cursed. And the thing is, like you said, Mr. Jones, Scott Brooks makes no adjustments, zero.
Yeah, he should sit. He should be gone.
He should. He makes no adjustments. We saw that there were no adjustments made that year that OKC made it to the finals against the Miami Heat. We saw that it was no adjustments being made.
He was
I
scared to
mean,
pull the trigger when starting James. That's what that was. James was supposed
mhm.
to start.
Exactly. If Harden had started, but because what he was worried about is once they got tired and they went to the bench. Well, guess what, sir? Why don't you take a book? Why don't you take a page out of Steve Nash's book? Because guess what? He has three superstars that are starting who only played a total of what 7 or 8 games amongst one another. Oh, and I'm just gonna go ahead and predict this right now. All you dumbass Celtics fans and everything like that. Let me tell you something. BK will. Here's what's gonna happen with this game. It will be close in the first half. It will be close in the third quarter. By the fourth quarter, Brooklyn is going to bust that game wide open. And one of the things that I do want to talk about is how Brooklyn wasn't getting a lot of calls and everything like that. We saw literally, and this is why I say a lot of this shit is blatant. You could tell that Vegas is involved. You could tell that a lot of, odds makers and everything like that are involved in this because what is it? Brooklyn was up 19-4. Then all of a sudden, over the span of 3 minutes, 6 fouls gets called on Brooklyn. Are you kidding me? Six goddamn fouls. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden, once Tatum was able to get in rhythm, oh, well, let's make it interesting. Let's look at. Let me tell you something. Brooklyn going to turn up today. And like I said, it's going to be a struggle the first half, even the third quarter. But by the fourth quarter, they're going to let Boston know that it's levels to this. Well,
Tatum was young.
it's levels to this.
Tatum was young Mamba. He dropped 50.
Yeah, no, he was. He dropped 50. But the thing is with Tatum, so
They
Tatum
only
is
won by
talented.
6 though. They only won by
That's what I'm
6.
saying. That's what I'm saying. And the thing is with Tatum, it's not that he's not talented. The problem that I have with Tatum is his game is too predictable. And I don't know where he learned that step back from because that's not a Mamba thing. Mamba don't do step backs. So somehow somebody got in his ear and all of that, and he's trying to adapt to the current NBA and everything. But Tatum, just either go to the rack or stop and pull up and shoot over somebody. That's what Kobe taught you. But trust me, today Brooklyn gonna show them it's levels to this shit. Plain and simple. It
Damn,
is.
Yeah.
KD
And
had
I'm gonna tell you,
39. James had 41, and they still took the L.
mhm,
How much Kyrie have?
16.
I
that's
ain't gonna lie,
why.
Kyrie. We
So
need.
That
I was
nigga,
about to
that
say.
nigga
I was about to
Blake,
say.
that nigga Blake a waste of space right there. Like, what the fuck is Blake even doing
nah,
on the
I'm
court?
gonna tell no, I tell you who was a waste of space that previous game. Fucking Joe Harris. I literally I sat there, I was like, what are you shooting? Like he just stopped pull up for three. No rhythm, no anything.
Why
He
are
just
they not
stopping and
playing
just
Mike
shooting.
James though? Why are they not playing Mike James though?
I
I
don't know.
have
I
no
think
idea.
I honestly don't think he needs to play against. How do I forget who they playing? Oh, Boston. He don't have to. He don't have to come in. We can keep
Yeah.
Keep him for Milwaukee because that's who they about to go
Yeah.
see. Keep him
Oh yeah.
nice and rep. We don't need him coming in.
By the way, that nigga DeMarcus Cousins is a groupie at this point. He don't even get no playing time. DeMarcus Cousins, I think who is he on now? I think he on the Clippers now. Out here ring
Yeah.
chasing.
Yeah.
He a groupie. Uh-huh.
I forgot
Well, he was doomed
exists.
from the start, man. The Kings was all time bad. He should have
Oh,
get
it
up
was
out of there early. He wasted his prime there early in his career.
absolutely. So listen, first of all, appreciate all the people that's joining in right now. Definitely appreciate you all for watching. But we're gonna go. Please go in the comment section. Tell us who you think is gonna win today. So first game, first up, 1 o'clock. The Knicks and Atlanta. Gentlemen, who do you all have?
I got the Knicks.
I also have the Knicks.
I got Atlanta. I'm gonna take Atlanta. That's who
I
I'm
can see
gonna
why.
take. I'm taking the Atlanta Hawks.
This screams a
Yep,
seven
I'm
game
taking the Atlanta
series.
Hawks. Oh, absolutely, it's gonna be a 7 game series. All right, Phoenix and LA.
Give me
Um, I
Phoenix.
I heard Anthony Davis might be questionable or something like that. If he doesn't play, I got Phoenix.
Man, Chris Paul get injured every year, man. That shit's sad.
He does, and it is sad because if Chris Paul was healthy, we know that this would be a more competitive series. But with that being said, LA Lakers today.
I got
Definitely
Phoenix.
LA Lakers.
I got
I got
Phoenix.
Okay.
Phoenix.
All right. Well, I'm taking
Aiden
LA.
is a problem down there. They can't do shit with DeAndre Aiden down there.
Well, I already told you why they can't do nothing with him because at the end of the day, they already know if they stop him from getting his, he gonna go to the car and get the strap like dude in above the rim because that's his daddy for real. DeAndre Ayton father. If y'all know who, if y'all ever watch White Men Can't Jump, that's who DeAndre Ayton's father is. The dude who realized that he got hustled and said that he going to the car to get his strap. Okay,
Is she
that's his
all you
father.
motherfuckers?
Exactly.
Oh, that's my movie. But yeah, I got Phoenix. They're gonna pull it off.
Yeah.
Nah, it's
This
no
might be
Chris Paul.
another
So
7 game series.
nah,
They still got
it's no
Booker.
Chris
They still
Paul.
got DeAndre Ayton. If
Who's
Balance
gonna be the
Bridges put up a good,
facilitator? Who's
I
gonna
mean,
facilitate?
other number 10. I forgot his name. Other dude been doing all right. He been driving to the rack and everything. I forgot his name though. It's on the tip of my tongue. They backup point guard.
Okay.
I
All
can
right,
think of
7
it.
p.m. Brooklyn and Boston. I got Brooklyn by 10. Got Brooklyn by 10.
I got Brooklyn by 15.
Nah, I'm okay with that as well.
Yeah, I don't think Jason
Yeah,
Tatum's gonna show up.
yeah. Brooklyn ain't losing back to back in these playoffs. I got Brooklyn.
Nope. Okay. All right. And then tonight, Clippers and Dallas.
Luca, give me Dallas.
Give me the Clippers. I'm sticking with what I said. Clippers here on out.
I got the Clippers. I got the Clippers.
Okay.
Yeah. Kawhi lose this one. Get out of town.
Yeah, I'm be honest with you. Kawhi lose this one. Yeah. Nah, you absolutely right. I see no issues with that.
Where you gonna go?
Golden State.
Yeah, that might
Go
be
ahead,
nice.
Get Andrew Wiggins out of there. Get James Wiseman out of there. They already showed us that Draymond can play the 5 with KD. Go ahead, get James Wiseman, young nigga. Go ahead, get Andrew Wiggins out of there. Come on, Kawhi. Let's go ahead and get this shit, man.
Wiggins wasn't that bad. He did all right.
He did, but
He ain't do
you
nothing
got
when it mattered though.
exactly. You got Clay and some chinos, crying on the bench, and Curry going to comfort him. It's just, yeah, Andrew Wiggins
Man,
gone.
Draymond need 10,000 shots a day. That dude better get his game back. Dog, he's some shit on offense.
Don't do that to Draymond. Don't do that to Draymond.
Garbage on offense.
Yeah, he's very trash. I don't know what
Yeah,
happened from 2015 Draymond to now. He sucks.
yeah, he sucks. I can't get over that. That was the worst looking floater I seen in my life.
Yeah, man.
It bounced off the NBA side of the backboard and everything.
He's trash.
That's it. Bum ass.
Come
Great
on now,
defender
don't be.
though. All time good defender.
Mhm.
I
He's an
agree.
all time good defender, but damn, some
Sometimes you gotta
trash
give.
on offense. Yeah. I'm kind of glad they go to the playoffs because they would have brought that shit to the playoffs. They'd have got swept.
Yeah, wait, who Memphis playing again?
Utah.
Utah,
It's crazy. I
Rudy
think
would have dominated.
the Warriors wouldn't be Utah. Never mind. I was about to say something dumb.
Yeah.
So
Rudy would have dominated.
there is no such thing as anything dumb, sir.
Well, I
Well,
would have
it
said
is,
something
but
that didn't
still.
make sense.
Shit, what's dumb is thinking Boston gonna win the series. That's stupid.
Yeah.
I'm about to see. You
Shout
think
out
KD
Boston
came
though.
back to lose the first round? Hell yeah, shout out
Hell
Tatum.
no. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I got
But
them. This is going to be a blowout today. I'm not even. We're not going to play these type of games. We not.
yeah,
We're not going to play these type of games. And here's the thing. I know a lot of people are going to be in attendance and everything in Boston. I think they said 17,000 or something like that. But at the end, Boston will walk away with this.
Yeah, I wish it was a sweep though, but hey.
I wish it was, but you know what? I ain't gonna
uh,
argue with five. It should have been four, but again, the refs and everything. It is what
Tatum
it
was gonna
is.
get him one. Tatum was gonna get him one, and he
The
got
refs
him
was gonna
that
get him
one.
one.
If Tatum got the Celtics one, Bradley Beal and Russ got to get the Wizards one.
Mhm.
Tatum just did it.
Yeah, the Wizards can't go out like this. They gotta win
Yes, they
one.
can. Why? Why?
They
Why?
because
Because
they
they the
did too
home
much.
team. They're not even,
No, they
sir,
did. They
sir,
did too much to even get that motherfucker. They had to do a lot to
sir,
even get in that
sir,
motherfucker. It'd be a waste of
sir. They're
time.
not even, sir. They're not even qualified. Okay, they shouldn't even be in there. Let's be real. They
Man,
shouldn't even be in there.
you dogging him. You dogging him. Oh my goodness.
Okay, they shouldn't even be in there. Yes, Russell Wilson. I mean, not Russell Wilson. Russell Westbrook put together a great effort and everything, and fought and everything, and averaged this triple double, missed the stat stuff. What else did they really have going for them? Everybody said up being fake believed in them because why? Oh, they beat some quality teams in the regular season. Great. Every broken clock is right twice a day. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no, I got Wizards get game 4. They gonna get one.
There's nothing more satisfying to me than waking up in the morning and seeing all the Wizards fans on my timeline because that's the area that I'm from, and they're complaining. Oh, they trash. They this, they that. They not making no adjustments. They not doing this. They not doing that. What did you expect? It's the goddamn Wizards at the end of the day. Haven't got shit
They gonna
right
get
in
one.
years. Okay. Brought in old ass Michael Jordan. Okay. Brought in old ass Michael Jordan who did what? Okay. Oh, I remember he got them to the playoffs 1 year, and what happened? He was injured and all that, couldn't really carry them through.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you
And he
turn
averaged
around, you bring
26 that year. That's
he
the
did.
crazy thing.
Salute to him.
He was
Salute to him.
balling.
But
Lord.
then you bring in Gilbert Arenas. Do you even make an Eastern Conference Finals with Gilbert Arenas? Did they? No, I think they made
No.
semifinals.
I mean, that was like LeBron's first bitch. Then it became the Raptors. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Exactly. Then after Gilbert Arenas, who do you bring in? You bring in what's his name? You bring in John Wall,
Oh,
Mr.
well,
Injury Prone, Mr. I want to do my dance everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Him
yeah.
down there, barcode and all that in DC. One let Lil Mouse and Shy Glizzy and all that shoot music videos and all that at his house with his Rolls Royce and everything, which is fine. But John Wall was addicted to what? The limelight. He got the big contract, everything like that. Mr. Injury Prone has not been the same since. people, I don't know why. I don't know why you all sit up here and you waste your time. I don't. Please
I
stop
mean, the
wasting your
Sixers
time.
did it. They can do it.
But here's the thing, and the Sixers going to be another one of those things. So here's the thing. I'm just going to predict it right now. It is going to be a dogfight between the Bucks and the Nets. I have that series going 6. I got the Bucks getting 2, but obviously Nets in 6. But if Philadelphia does meet up with the Nets in the Eastern Conference Final, got it in 5. I got it in 5. I got it in 5. Because the Sixers are the Sixers. They are who they are. They're a Philadelphia team. They are who they are. Lightning only strikes once every 50 years in Philadelphia. That's how it goes. And this
Oh,
ain't the
come
year the
on.
Lightning
It
is going
only
to strike.
ain't even take
I
10.
don't
Ain't even
know.
take 10 the last time. The
I
Phillies
got
What
won
do you
in
the.
mean?
'09, and then the Eagles got this.
I'm sorry. Who won in '09?
The Phillies. Ryan Howard.
Okay, can I ask you something? What World
What?
Series did? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to jump sports. So that's fine. Let me ask you this. So if you said that it doesn't even take 10 years, but let me just ask you this. The Phillies, what World Series did they win before the 2009 one?
Not many. That they
Okay.
what they lost in '93. Nah, not many. I don't even think they won when
Uh,
Mike Smith was
you
there.
got your
No,
laptop open. Google it.
I
Okay.
got
The
you.
camera
I
still
got
be
you.
on
I
you.
got you.
Yeah. Last Phillies World Series before 2009. Google this shit. And then, okay, great. So it takes 10 years. The Eagles just won in what, 2017? So in 2027, Philly fans, this is when you can count on one of your teams
1980.
making it to the
1980. That's what it was.
make my point
1980.
exactly. 1980. So guess what? Philly fans, you could count on in about 5 to 6 more years. This is when you count on possibly your basketball team making it to the NBA finals. Because right now, the shit ain't gonna happen. It's not.
I don't know, man. I got Brooklyn and Philly. If that happens, I got Brooklyn and Philly going to 7.
It's
I
not.
can see that.
If they do,
I can see that.
it, I'm gonna be honest with you. If it does, I'm just gonna be real with you. If it does, I'm just gonna come out and say it right now. This is pure bullshit by the referees in Vegas at this point of wanting to make it a
Come
series.
on, man. They
No, I'm
tall. Like
serious.
who go check and be down there?
Yeah, I'm about to
Who's
say
gonna check KD?
Ben
I
Simmons.
mean,
Ben
yeah.
Simmons
And who
can't
go
check
check
no
Ben
daggone.
Simmons? And who go
Nobody
check
can.
Ben Simmons?
So here's the thing. KD, what they'll probably do is they'll probably throw KD on Ben Simmons for whatever reason. They'll throw KD on Ben Simmons.
For whatever
And then,
reason, nigga, Ben Simmons would go to barbecue Kyrie and James Harden. He too small.
Yeah,
He
he
gonna take him
yeah,
to the
wouldn't.
rack.
yeah, but Kevin. So here's the thing. So you put Kevin on Ben, and then what you do is you
He
put
gonna have to check Tobias Harris. Who gonna check Tobias Harris at this point?
get the hell out of here.
He
Stop
the
it.
shoot. He
Stop
look
it.
you hating. He the shooter of the
Tobias
team.
Harris tough.
He's very
Tobias Harris
efficient
tough.
too. He's very efficient. He's very
Yeah, that's
efficient
going
too.
to 6 or 7 for sure. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
Joel Embiid going to do
Uh-huh.
Nicholas Claxton and DeAndre Jordan dirty. Ben Simmons, he
yeah,
might
yeah.
not give you 40, but he for sure going to give you 15 and 15, as in rebounds and
Let me tell
assists.
you something. Yeah, I'm
Exactly.
gonna tell you something. Somebody who's gonna have to be pivotal in that series because we already know. We know what Kyrie can do. We know what Harden can do. We know what KD can do. The person who's gonna have to make an impact in that series is definitely gonna have to be Lil Durk. Okay, I'm sorry, Claxton. Okay, that's who is gonna have to make an impact
Yeah,
that
you like
series.
little
Okay,
Dirk.
all right, all right. Once that happens, we should be good to go.
He's a little Dirk though.
When he said that, I was so confused. Like, who was he talking about until he said Nicholas Claxton? Yeah. To me, the person who have to show up for the Nets is trash can Blake Griffin. We need.
Mhm.
I
No,
need to see something, bro. I need to see something. He before the playoffs, he was just in the corner, top of the
Mhm.
key. I I don't see it. I
he,
honestly don't
he
see it.
riding the wave. He riding the wave. He might
Of
catch
course,
an
he's
alley
running away.
for old time's sake.
Yeah,
I mean, he'll
he need to
catch
come on,
alley, make a
man.
dunk or whatever to get the crowd into it. I mean, we're not expecting much out of Blake. I'm going to be honest with you. 8 to 10 points. That's all we need from Blake. 8 to 10 points.
I don't think he can get that. He ain't even getting that right there.
He's not.
Yeah.
It's not, and it's sad, but we shall see. But no, I mean, it is what it is with that. So with that being said, I still it's not going 7. And if it here's why I tell you, if that Philly and Nets Eastern Conference Finals does go 7, I'll tell you why it's going to go 7 as well. It'll be if the Lakers make it to the Western Conference Finals because they want to get them some extra rest. That's all it is. Because the Lakers, whoever the Lakers are playing, unless it's the Clippers, they'll probably push them off in about 5, 6 games. And with that being said, the Lakers will have an extra game of rest.
Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, man.
he got.
Still, man. I got Brooklyn winning the chip this year.
Yeah, yeah. I got Brooklyn too. I only got the Lakers going to
Okay.
Eastern Conference Finals. It's a war
You
of
mean the
attrition.
Western Conference? Well, here's the
Yeah,
thing. I
it's a
don't
war
have
of
the Lakers
attrition.
going to the Eastern. I'm about to say I don't have the Lakers going to the Eastern Conference Finals either because that's not their conference.
Well, even the Western Conference Finals. I don't got to
I don't
make
know.
it the
It's going
Western
to be
Conference
tough.
Finals.
I don't know who do they play next. Let me
Who the
see.
They play the
Lakers?
winner of Denver Portland. They can win that.
Yeah, they play the winner Denver or Portland.
Oh, of
I
course. That's
just
what I'm. Yeah, that's what. So,
I
so, so here's the thing. If they win that one, then I'm gonna be honest with you, they will be in the Western Conference Finals. Because Portland, here's the thing: Portland is a tough team. I'm not even gonna lie. Portland is very tough, and I think they will match up well with the Lakers. But I don't know. It'll just have to be Dame time a lot. But I got that series going 6 or 7 games. But I got the Lakers. So the Lakers to me will be
I
in
don't
the
think got Portland beat Denver. Honestly,
oh I
Denver's a
do.
team.
really.
Denver's a good
Really.
team to me. Yeah,
Denver's a good team, but I just don't. I don't think they're ready. They another bubble fluke is what they were. That's what they are. Bubble fluke.
they was decent for that bubble. I just say they overachievers in the regular season.
Mm. Okay. All right. So we'll see. All right, man. So we got those out the way. Lil BA, appreciate you, sir, for being on.
All right. Y'all have a good podcast. I'll be tuned
All right. We
in.
appreciate you, sir. All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
What's
All
next?
right. So what is next? Man, let's talk about it, man. All right. You know what I'm saying? So DMX, Exodus album. And
Yeah.
yeah, so overall, when we talk about New Music Friday, DMX Exodus album, what's going
I
on?
mean,
Well, how do you
it,
feel about it, Mr. Jones?
I mean, it's good to hear from the dog. I
Mm-hmm.
could tell a few of them songs they kind of copy and paste his lyrics, like his vocals. Some of it sound like how they did Biggie duets album,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, I thought it was cool. It's a few songs I would actually replay. I actually put on my playlist. It's like two or three. It's
Mm-hmm.
way better than I expected. I ain't gonna lie. I thought it was gonna be trash. I thought it was gonna be
Mm-hmm.
all copy and paste. But you could
Mm-hmm.
tell a few of them he actually was, still around to record.
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, yeah, it's a decent album. Better than I expected.
Nah, it was definitely better because at first I wasn't even going to listen to it. But I'm going to tell you what made me listen to it was when I heard him in the Griselda song.
Hmm.
What's the name of that song? Hold on. I have to tell y'all right now. Griselda. Let me see. DMX Hood Blues. Hood Blues. That's the name of it. When I heard Hood Blues, I was just like, I was like, yeah, that's a good. I was like, that
Yeah,
was good. Yeah.
yeah, they
Once
went
I
off.
heard that, yeah, all of them went off, and I was just like, all right. I was like, that's a good song. But then, like you said, like me and you were talking throughout the day, and it was like the more and more I was listening to it, I was like, all right. I was like, this is actually a good track. Like the track that Wayne was on, to me, I felt like that was a very good one.
Yeah,
Uh,
I like the double Snoop
yeah.
off the Marvin Gaye sample.
Mm-hmm.
It was like some classic DMX. I like that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, yeah. So Dogs Out, Bath Salts, which was the second track on it that had Jay Z and Nas. I'm gonna be real with you. I wasn't a fan of that beat. Hove obviously did his thing. Hove does everything effortless, like that.
mhm.
That was
Yeah.
easy for. But Nas was on a couple tracks, man, and like Nas killed it. Like Walking in
Oh
the
yeah, that
Rain.
walk. Yeah, that's probably my favorite track on the album. To be honest with you,
Mm-hmm.
cause it sound like Young Nas. Like you hear the beat and everything, it sound like Young Nas. Like
Gotcha.
Illmatic. I
Nah,
am
definitely.
Nas. Yeah, I like
Mm-hmm.
that.
Nah, so did I, and I was just like, okay. I was like, when I heard
But
that
yeah,
album, I was,
Switch did stick to the formula though.
oh, of course he did.
You know what I mean? A lot of MPC in the background with a melody.
Mm-hmm.
And always get a dum 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 dum. It's always something
Exactly.
like that. Yeah. So yeah, I mean Switch did alright with the production. I heard
Yeah.
him do better,
Mm-hmm.
but I like that a lot of them actually fit the mold of the song what X was talking about. Oh, Letter to My Son is a great one too.
Yeah, Letter to My Son. Yeah, that was definitely dope. His son. So for those of y'all that don't know, uh, is it DMX? I know he had Exodus tatted on his neck, but isn't his son? Isn't his son named Exodus? If I'm not mistaken,
I thought it was his daughter.
or his daughter? Yeah, his
Yeah,
daughter.
his daughter, yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
So
So what did you think of the album overall?
overall, like I said, I thought that it was decent. It's something that I would probably listen to once or twice again. But I just think that the reason why I'm not going to like listen to it forever or listen to it for a while is because of the current state of hip hop that we're in. And just DMX's style and everything, like you, I just feel like you need to be in a mood to listen to it. So overall, I give it a 4 out of 5. I thought
It's
he,
good. It's good
I
workout
thought he,
music.
yeah, I thought he had a song with Pop Smoke on there. I guess it didn't make the album,
Yeah. He did?
which and that's what they were hyping. They were literally saying him and Pop Smoke had a song together, but I guess they couldn't mash it up correctly or something like that because that was supposed to be like one of the singles on there.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I give it a 3 points, 3.5 out of
Three and
five.
a half. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. Doing the money, money, money track, like you said when we talked offline, Money Bag Yo. I just didn't understand that. I felt like they was trying to force features at that point. I didn't understand the whole Money Bag Yo and him being on a track with DMX.
It should
And
have been Little Baby.
yeah, exactly. Should have been.
Like I said, it should have been Little Baby.
Uh-huh.
That was alright beat too. That's one of the better. That's one of the better beats on the album too.
Yeah, it was.
It was cool. Any singles or anything drop?
Uh, I don't think so. The only thing that did drop, I will say, was let's see, hold on. Jack Harlow, Corday, and Eminem, they dropped a single called Killer. And then Forever Never was with PNB Rock, Sway Lee, and Pink Sweats. And then 100 Malones with Bad Bunny. So that's what's new. And then what what's the name did 42 Doug, he actually released a snippet of the extended verse of Future on that song Maybach that's on his album,
Extended. Extended what?
an extended verse. So apparently, I guess this was another verse. I guess Future was going to spit this verse, but then he threw it away. But Future told him to go ahead and put it out. So I'm assuming they're going to come out with the extended verse version of this song. Uh, But
That sounds so
basically,
fucking stupid. What?
it does. It sounds
Just come
completely
on with it.
stupid.
Come on with the damn song already.
Mm. Yeah, but I guess obviously what's standing out to everybody is when he says the line, "Hey, Magic City, I'm the owner. Tell Steve Harvey I don't want her." But then he goes on. She must have forgot to tell her dad that she was begging me not to leave. Now she dealing with a lame, basically shitting on Michael B. Jordan or whatever. So yeah.
He always hate.
Mr. Jones went out. He'll be back. He will be back. It's all good. But yeah, I mean, for those of y'all, you could check on 42 Doug's IG. You could check on YouTube. I think you could check on DJ Academic's Instagram as well to find that snippet of the extended verse of Future and how he was talking about Lori B. Harvey and everything, and how now, she had to go get a lame like Michael B. Jordan, and, she, I guess, wasn't enough for him or whatever you want to say. So it is what it is with that. Uh, I don't know. Decent, definitely a decent track.
Yeah.
Mr.
Well, I was saying.
Jones,
Yeah. Well, I was saying he always hating on a good, successful black man. He did this with Russ. Now he gonna do this with Michael B.
I know, I know. Leave him alone. And then here's the thing: you dropping like you dropping verses and tracks and all that about these gentlemen, and they don't even rap. Like, leave them alone at the end of the day.
They ain't even paying attention.
Exactly. They doing them. Like, you mad now because she done moved on and she's happy. And like, at the end of the day, you can't sit up here and be upset because she decided that well, from his point of view, it was she was begging him not to leave. I don't know. I don't know. My thing is, if this was the case, why didn't this come out during when he was going on his Twitter rant and everything? Oh, she for the streets. Let the streets have her. This and that. It sounded like she had moved on and moved away from him. But now all of a sudden she was begging him not to leave. It could have been she left and then maybe she tried to get back with him and then he was like, nah, F that. Too much embarrassment behind this or whatever. I don't know. We're never going to get the truth because you know what? We're not Future. We're not Lori B. Harvey. But just please let them go and live their life. Let Lori B. Harvey go and live her life with Michael B. Jordan. If they want to get married, bun up each other, just let them be, Future. All
Yeah,
right.
man. Leave Creed alone before he box your ass up for real.
But,
I,
and the thing is, here's the thing:
I
if she
bet you.
did
I
leave,
bet you,
or
Future can't fight.
maybe can't, but like at the end of the day, the fact that she did leave and everything, okay, it is what it is. But it's like you can't be mad at her for not putting up with.
But they be upgrading though.
That's
That's
what I'm
probably what he mad
saying.
about. That's what he probably mad about. Cause he,
Exactly, because everybody may not want a guy who has 6 or 7 kids by 5 different women
what I mean? It did
or,
like.
or 7 different baby
Let's be
mothers.
honest. These niggas they upgrade to making more money than him too. They're more successful. Russell Westbrook got one of the top contracts in the league at the time.
I
One
mean
of the
Russell
highest
Wilson,
paid.
yeah. No, you're right. Russell Wilson, you're
And then
right.
Michael B. Jordan, one of the highest paid actors right now. Like they upgrade. Don't
they,
be mad at them. Like people don't want to talk about that shit. Like and
no,
then
hey, you know what?
like the
Shit,
stars
fuck
be
it.
good and
Hey,
all that shit, but these niggas be more successful. Like they be
uh,
upgrading. Fuck
hey,
you
you
doing,
know what?
Future.
You know what? Let's talk about it. We about to make this. Did Lori B. Harvey upgrade? Yeah, we gonna make this a question
And
right
then
now.
out of all of them, he the only ones, telling this shit. We know she been around. He all telling this shit.
Mm-hmm. All right, so did Lori B. Harvey upgrade? I wish we had your avatar on there at least, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, Lori B. Harvey, did she upgrade? I'm going to say she did upgrade. And
Hell yeah.
and a lot of men may not want to hear this. Here's the thing: I get it. Future is one of the hottest rappers. If we go back to a meme that's floating around and everything, and even LeBron James responded to it when they did a Mount Rushmore, and it was Kendrick, it was J. Cole, and it was Drake up there. And they was like, "Who's number 4?" And he was like, "Future Hendrix." And I was like, from 2010 to 2020, I could see that. I could give Future that credit, especially since he basically became the new T Pain. But the thing is,
But
and
we
with
gotta
men,
stop this with Mount Rushmore. Sorry to cut you off. Mount Rushmore is not about talent; it's about impact.
mhm.
And yes, he had a lot of impact and stuff, but them other people you name are bosses. Like, what do Future own?
I got to see what his record like. But nah, you're right. I mean, well, my question is, well, yeah, J. Cole has Dreamville, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
I say like the hottest label in the game right now.
yeah, he
Other,
does.
other than Griselda. You
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I mean, now you're right. I'm not gonna argue with that. But Future, he did. He definitely had a lot of impact, killed a lot of hooks, everything like
Mm.
that. And the thing is, and men may not want to hear this. This is what you need to understand. The same way that we don't like to date a woman who has a bunch of kids, sometimes there are going to be women that say, listen, I get that you got a lot of money, but there are some women who are smart enough to say, if I could get me a man that has the same amount of money as you or more money than you, and they don't have kids, then that's going to be a plus for me. Why? We could take it back to Sierra. So Future had, I'm sorry, Sierra, Russell Wilson had his first child with who? Sierra. So Sierra had her one with Future, and then she had another one with Russell Wilson. It's a lot easier going forward to provide for two children versus when all them baby mamas and all of that get tired because they like, all right, well, Future, you ain't in the limelight no more, but I still need my Range Rover. I still need my mansion. I still need, you to be paying for everything else to get done and for you to fund my business and whatever else. And to be honest, unless he's making smart investments, I know he doesn't rap about that because that's not his content. But unless he's making smart investments behind the scenes, we may see Future in a messed up financial position 10 years down the line. I don't wish that on him. And I hope that he's smart enough to, not blow all of his money on cars, clothes, jewelry, and just, spending all this money on women and everything like that.
He needed to chill with Ti. Ti in the same situation, but he remained, I mean, relevant financially this whole time.
First of all, he don't need to chill with Ti. If you know what's going on with Ti and Tiny right now, he don't need to chill with them.
Oh, that's the
Yeah,
situation. Yeah,
yeah,
never
he don't
mind.
need to chill with them. We just gonna
Never
leave it at
mind.
that.
Never
Obviously,
mind.
it's alleged. Obviously,
Never
it's
mind.
alleged, but he don't need to chill with them. But
Not right now.
here's the thing: he needs to. What he needs to do is he needs to try to link back up with Hove. Or I hope that when him and Hove was spending time and everything in the studio, that Hove gave him some tips and everything like that, and he's following behind it. But I'm going to say Lori Harvey upgraded.
Yeah.
You have Michael B. Jordan, somebody who's number one. He's younger than Future, more fit, uh, not broke, so he could still supply that same lifestyle
He
that
got
Future
more
was able
money
to.
than Future. Let's just keep it real.
Hold
Yes,
on,
he
hold on,
does.
hold on.
Yes,
Let's
he
check.
does.
Let's check. I don't want to just throw that out there. Let's see something. Michael B. Jordan net worth. So Michael B. Jordan's net worth he's worth $25 million. That's how much he's worth. Future net worth is 45 million.
This is according to Forbes.
Yeah, this is according to Forbes and Wealthy Genius.
Okay.
Yeah. So Future is worth 20 more million, but at the same time, you have to factor in all the children. Every time that deposit has to go out from his bank account. And again, right now, a lot of those women are probably playing ball and they letting Future give whatever he wants to give and all that right now. But all it takes is for one or two of them to start communicating with each other and get pissed off and then say, fuck it, let's take them to court. And then it becomes difficult. So again, I hope he has smart investments and everything like that where he's doing what he's supposed to do. I'm not calling him broke at all, but
Nah. What
guys
about
got guys
endorsements?
have to. Uh,
Endorsements always gonna pay you money.
oh, of course, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't have that handy as far as what his endorsements are and everything like that. All I will say is he has to be he just needs to be smart with his money. I don't want him to go broke at all because obviously I'm a firm believer of a man can have as many children as he wants to take care of.
Right.
But I'm just saying at the end of the day, it makes us look bad as a community. I'm speaking of the black community. He fits into that box at that point. I'm a star, I'm this and that, so I'm gonna just go and make babies all over the country and everything. That right there, that to me, that's not healthy. And all you're
Okay.
doing is you're contributing to the cycle and the unhealthy cycle of black people and black society and everything like that moving forward. Because there's no way he's able to spend the proper time with all of those children and the time and attention that they're going to need. So I will say that at the end of the day, yes, Lori Harvey, she upgraded. But
Yeah, I guess safety, love wise.
I mean, it's safety,
I I got
but
the
again,
endorsement.
go
He
ahead.
endorsed by Dope and Reebok. Michael B. Jordan got Acura, Coach, Dior, Givenchy, and Louis Vuitton.
All right. So with that being said, I think that's another upgrade. All right. So yeah, Michael B. Jordan, no kids, and he's endorsed that much. And hey, at the end of the day, he seems to like really love her. And Michael
Yeah.
B. Jordan has said, hey, I think that she's the one. Like I care about her very deeply. So here's the thing. If it was, how can I put this? And I'm just going to be transparent. And that's one of the things that as we get into these relationship topics and everything, yes, men, we love you all. We will always be on your side. However, we got to call each other out on our bullshit. Because if this was a broke dude that didn't have any money and started spreading rumors saying Lori Harvey's a hoe, this and that, what would we call him? Oh, he's a simp. He a punk. He's sitting up here speaking bad on her because she doesn't want to deal with him. But because it's Future and it's a catchy hit song, everybody want to sit up here and he this he that. No, at the end of the day, is lame because she's not thinking about you. Uh, Lori Harvey isn't thinking about you. Michael B. Jordan can't like really respond to you because he's not a rapper. Just let it go, sir.
I mean, he been doing that since Scottie Pippen. I mean,
He has.
that man got 6 NBA championships. Leave him alone.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. When he took Larsa from him, but like at the end of the day, if you're doing this, if your rollout, if you're doing this to be I guess if you're just fitting your role as the toxic guy, and I want to cause some, riffraff or whatever in a relationship or in a marriage. Okay, I get it, and you want to sell singles or albums. I can kind of understand, but at the end of the day, just leave it alone. Future, just leave it alone. Especially Lori Harvey, just leave her alone. Let that woman be happy. She done found her somebody closer to her age, don't have no kids, got endorsements, has a future, no pun intended. Just let them be.
Yeah, Future almost 40 too. People got realize. I think that they like
He is.
37.
He is. He's almost 40.
Too old to be doing that shit. I mean, it's a hot line though, but it's a lot behind it. It's a hot line though.
It
Tell
is. No,
Harvey
no,
all
I'm
this, but I mean, it's fire.
exactly. Hey, that's what I'm saying. No, no, no. Magic City. I'm the owner. Tell Steve Harvey. I don't wanna. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like it's definitely a dope line. And like when I heard, I was like, oh shit. I was like, this is gonna cause for this song to blow up. And I was like, it's good for 42 Doug as well because even though he's with Yo Gotti and CMG, and then he's also with Four Pockets Full as well. This will help them, and I guess cause for people to want to listen to more of his music. Because like when I heard that song, I was like, damn. And I was like, well, what album is this on? And then I figured that 42 Doug had an actual album. So I went and I listened to his album. So it was, again, it's a good look as far as that. But overall, like, come on, man, you gotta overall. I'm gonna be honest with you. You just gotta call it what it is. It's kind of lame. Just let Lori B go because at this point, if you're supposed to be Mr. Future Hendrix and I could get whatever chick and all that, I mean, just enjoy your woman. You got Desi Banks. Enjoy your woman, man. Enjoy her
Yeah,
because that's who.
he
Because
stayed with one,
that's what I'm
two.
saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if you actually, and that's the thing, if you go in the beginning of the song, that's who he was talking about when he was like, "Tell Desi make me some noodles." Turned a young bitch to a shooter. That's what he talking about. Desi Banks, his girl. So, man, just enjoy her. All right. Boom. Enjoy her. But yeah, that's it. We will definitely chop this up. Put it on YouTube. Let us know what you think. Did Lori B. Harvey, upgrade from Future or not?
Yes,
I'm going to
yes.
say yes as well.
It wasn't like a Sierra type come up, but it was a come up.
It was. It was definitely a come up. And here's the thing. I'm going to say this as well. Future might be the new Good Luck Chuck, ladies. If you could, seriously, if you could get away from him, shit, you might be able to go ahead and upgrade yourself.
Exactly.
hmm But all right. So lastly, man, we're gonna talk about the brother Kwame Brown. He had Judge Joe Brown on his show, and
It
oh my
became
god,
it's a show now.
huh?
It's a show now.
Oh yeah, Kwame is dressing professional now. Everything it's called Kwame a Bus Life, since that's what people
Okay.
call him, a bus. Yeah, and he made a good point, like he
Mama's
said.
cooking.
Well, not only that, Mama's cooking, but the thing is, what he did, he got a logo and everything for it now. But it's like I can appreciate what he's saying. How can I be a bus when I bought my mother a house and I got her up out the hood? How can I be a bus? How?
Yeah, he
And
played. He played 10+ seasons in the NBA.
that's what I'm saying. You can't be if the fact that he kept finding contracts and getting on teams, he was doing something right.
Yeah. Now the kid from UNLV that played for Cleveland. Now that's a bust. He's not in the NBA today,
hmm
and he got drafted like 3, 4 years ago at number one.
Exactly. So that's what it is with that. So it's like with that happening and everything. Okay, cool. But Kwame, so he had Judge Joe Brown on there, and Judge Joe Brown, he called out a lot of stuff. Judge Joe Brown was talking about how masculinity and everything is was being taken away. He talked about a speech that he heard from Joe Biden, and how would he address black people as and everything like that. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. They were speaking a lot of real stuff. I encourage you. Go and look at the full episode or look at that interview with Judge Joe Brown. He was talking about how, even before the what is it, the war on drugs that happened, how Joe Biden was basically calling black people apes and monkeys and animals and saying like, hey, like we gotta get them under control and everything. And
Yeah.
and the thing is, people do change, but at the same time, when somebody feels that strongly about something, it's really hard for them to get that out of their heart. It is. It is. It's just like if you have a loved one that you were very in love with and you thought that they were going to be the one, and they break up with you or they call off the engagement. At the end of the day, no matter if you turn angry towards them or say that you forgive them, at the end of the day, that person still lives in your mind and in your heart rent free, unfortunately.
Yeah. So let's rewind a little bit. How did you feel about Stephen A. Smith's response, quote unquote, to Kwame Brown?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. He looked up stuff that we could have found. We all know that he had basically bloopers, but what people aren't talking about, why they sitting up here laughing, because there's a lot of people that hopped on or whatever and was just like, I'm reading like some of the comments and all that. Oh my God, Stephen A. pointed out that Kwame was trash and all of that. I'm not saying that Kwame was a great player, but again, he
He would
lasted
say
in
he's
the league.
he would say he's not.
Yeah, he said that he was basically a role player, career role player, which okay. But at the end of the day, what do we have on TNT that happens weekly during the NBA season? Acting a fool, correct?
Hmm.
So you can sit up there and you could create bloopers on just about any role player in the NBA. Even some of the stars have some bloopers.
Yeah.
So he's not proving anything with that. We all have those moments where we have those lapse of judgments.
It was a lot of lying on there though. He kept saying nobody never said nothing personal. I mean, your life is dirt. It's kind of personal. Suck my
I was about
dick
to
is
say that.
very personal.
Yeah, suck my dick. So first of all, you inviting a grown man to your private parts. Let's talk about that. And then number two, what Charlemagne said and everything about his family. And again, when I heard Charlemagne say it, I get what Charlemagne's intent was. Like, hey, leave him alone. He's of this pedigree of, we ain't taking no shit. We will eliminate you if we need to. But at the same time, what you've done is you've reacted, and that's why it gave itself Donkey of the
Not
Day
it,
this week.
it created another narrative.
It did, and what it did was Kwame said he didn't even know about half of this stuff that his parents had went through, that his father and his brothers and all that had went through. He didn't even know that his family kept him protected from that.
Yeah, it was unnecessary and uncalled for.
I was definitely uncalled for, but I mean,
He was
even
just
with
trying to
that
save
being,
his brotherhood. It was a brotherhood move, just like the Stephen A. thing is a brotherhood move. It's like a last resort.
mhm,
But he
as
turned
Kwame
their
would
ass up.
say,
He turned up. Yeah, all that fucking credibility is going out the window.
the go along, get along boys.
I tell you one person that's happy Skip Bayless and undisputed. They ratings going up.
Hmm.
Less and less people watch the first take. Like Kwame really exposing that guy.
Hmm.
Because I mean, if you be honest, nobody really known about him like that till he started doing the Kwame Brown rant.
That's true.
How he got on. He got on with Kwame Brown. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Bonafide scrub. He
Yeah.
can't play. He can't play. That's how he got put on. Like,
Nah, that's
bruh,
definitely
yeah.
how I got put on. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to salute Kwame Brown for this. First of all, and you catch his latest video, it is basically the paraphrase. It was like, taking the drama and then turning it into something good. Now he's giving these other guys that are unspoken heroes a platform. Having Devin George on there, somebody who went into his community, bought an apartment building, basically did subsidized living, has a co-op grocery store at the bottom of it, so the tenants can go down there, get fresh fruit, get fresh, food and everything like that, and snacks and everything for their children to be able to live a healthier lifestyle. And basically it's subsidized living, but it's rehabilitation, because I think everybody has to be out of there within like 2 years or something like that. So you basically got a year or two, what I'm saying, to like get yourself together. But one of the things that touched me was, a lot of times when they were applying and everything, and people who would get denied and everything by the government, he had a team that, when that person spoke to them and said, listen, this is what's going on. I'm a felon. I just got out of jail. If I don't get this place, I won't be able to see my child, because I need to have a stable residence for me to be able to see my child. And for him to sit up there and have a conversation with these young men, with these young women, and say, hey, you know what? Nobody else is going to give you a chance. I'm going to give you a chance. But I need for you to understand that this is your one and only chance from me. So if you mess this up, there's nothing that I can do. But the fact that he's doing that, he's providing snacks for the kids when they get off. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, as a child, I was fortunate enough to not have to like really like worry about lunch money or anything like that. But I knew a lot of children that did. And you want kids to focus and everything in school and this and that. How when their stomachs are growling? How when they don't know when their next meals are coming? So the fact that now he's creating this market where it's just like, hey, I want to bring, I want to bring these people on that are actually doing the community work, trying to buy the blocks back, build up the black communities or the impoverished communities. I mean, it's dope to me. It is.
Yeah,
And even Judge,
he truly
and
a
go
man
ahead.
of action. He's truly a man of action.
Mm-hmm. And the thing is, even
Yeah.
with the Judge Joe Brown, a lot of people are going to take some of the sound bites and turn into something negative. But all Judge Joe Brown is trying to do is just educate us about certain things, like Charlemagne and his name and what it actually represents. And I don't know about the Kamala Harris thing, if it's true or not. Again, I'm not Judge Joe Brown's age. I'm not in that lifestyle of politics and everything. So it is what it is with that. We don't know. But it's just it they're providing a lot of education and everything through these episodes.
I mean, that's what he was trying to do the whole time. Because if you notice, in the midst of all the bullshit, he always talking about feeding the children and stuff like that.
Feeding the children, providing them with shoes and everything, because that's another thing they're about to do now, and start doing clothing drives and sneaker drive, because they are right. There are 14, 15-year-old kids out there who are wearing size 14, 15 shoes. And it's like, what the hell? And they can't go into the store, unfortunately, and get those. Trust me, I know. I'm a size 13 in men's, but 14 in Yeezys. Sometimes 14 and a half, depending on the way the Yeezys are cut. All of my shoes that I get, I have to order offline. I can't just go into the store and ask
Nah,
for my size.
the largest usually be a 12.
Yeah, 12, and or if they have a 13, they only got about 3 or 4 of them. So if I don't make it to the store in time, then they're gone.
Yeah.
And I gotta order them. But overall, man, I definitely, yeah, I appreciate the brother Kwame Brown, man, for what he's doing, and I'm actually excited for
Mhm.
what he has coming up in the future, and it's definitely inspiring. Makes me want to do more, just for the area that I'm in, especially once I get my chips, correct and everything like that. But it's inspiring, and I'm glad what he did. Like he said, he turned some of the negative and everything and got people's attention, because now I think he's up to 250, 260 YouTube subscribers. His videos are averaging over 100,
In
sometimes
an hour.
200,000, yeah, in an hour, over 100 to 200,000 views every time he goes live. Man, people are tuned in because they want to hear what he has to say.
There's a
And
lot of wisdom behind it.
oh, definitely a lot of wisdom. So no, man, salute to that brother, and continue to do the good work and fight the good fight.
Yeah, man. Protect that man at all costs, man, because they after him.
Oh, absolutely. Definitely
He
protect
attacked
that
some
man.
he attacked some prominent people, man.
He definitely did it. And that's another thing too. People probably thought that he was
The
just gonna be on
scholar
there
man
talking.
right back under that save he just got out of. Like that's crazy.
He is. He definitely is. But that's another thing too, is I think people just thought that he was just gonna keep getting up there every day, disrespecting people, this and that. Nah, he's sitting back, he chilling. He just like, look, I'm about to start bringing other people on, and so we can
Mhm.
start creating awareness of like the positivity and everything that they doing. So no, definitely salute to him.
And the crazy thing is, he actually gave a shout out to all the Smoke podcast for the Jeremy Lin interview.
He did. He definitely did. And all he said was, hey, y'all just need to continue to do the same thing when our people come on there, man, and stop, trying to dog us out.
Yeah,
But yeah. Anything else, Mr. Jones?
nah, not at all.
Hey man, what I need
Enjoy
for
these
everybody to
playoff
do,
games.
absolutely, that link down there, that link tree. Y'all make sure y'all go on there and follow us on all social media. Please
Thank you.
follow us on all social media. We appreciate it. Weigh in, comment on the post and everything that we make, everything. I'm your host, MT, signing off, and with me is my co-host.
Mr. Jones, aka Sam Jones, and Mr. Come First, because you gotta respect me. See y'all next week. Peace.